So first off, for message, what it is. So for my bad example of message, this is the Zesta crackers, and the reason I chose it was bad is because the saltine crackers is super tiny. You can barely see it, but then the other font's just ginormous, but you still can't really tell what it is because the saltine crackers is so small. However, my good example of this is going to be Velveeta mac and cheese. And the reason I chose it is because it has good, huge font up here. And then it tells you exactly what it is, the shells and cheese. And then even down here, it reassures you shells, pasta, and creamy cheese sauce. So that's my good example for message. And then for alignment, my bad example is going to be the women's one a day. It's aligned up here. However, when you get down here, it's off to the right, and it's also just kind of tiny and hard to read, so you can't really read it too well. You have to get up nice, close, and personal with it. A good example of this is going to be chicken stock. I like how everything's just symmetrical down the line. Even with the ladle, it's pretty in the middle, and then with the bowl behind it with the vegetables in it, it's all laid out right in the middle. And then just as far as the main font goes, it's going to be all central too. A bad example of asymmetry is going to be these on the border chips. The real reason I chose them is just because it draws your eyes to a lot of different places, and you can't really focus on what it really is. You can tell what they are just by knowing what chips are, but as far as just the advertising, I feel like it's not that great. However, a good example of this is going to be this apple cider vinegar. As you can clearly see, it tells you exactly what it is. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You know exactly what it is and what it does. And then for my next thing is going to be Gestalt. And for this, it's going to be bad just because of all the different fonts on it. And it draws your eyes just in different places and doesn't really make sense to me. It doesn't really have any cohesiveness with it. The font sizes are different. The colors are different, and it just doesn't really appeal to me. However, a good example of this is just going to be this pumpkin chocolate chunk, and it tells you exactly what it is. it all flows. The color matches, and it just looks really neat and tidy to me. Clearly lists out just what it is, everything on it, and then even the back looks real professional, and it even tells you how to make it. So for the next thing, for just simplify, I have a good example with cornbread. It's simple, it's plain, has a great big picture of what it is on the front. Tells you right here, honey cornbread mix, so you know exactly what you're getting. Even tells you how to make it on the back, and it's all aligned pretty well too. However, a bad example of this is going to be this tea, and really it just has so much going on. It's kind of confusing and hard to tell what it is and what's going on in it. And that's it. Thank you guys.